Hey everyone, so today's topic is dealing with challenges or conflict at work. And there is one time specifically that comes to mind when I think of a time I had to deal with a challenge at work. It was a pretty big mess that took, honestly, hours to resolve when it should have just been a really simple task. So I was doing graphic and web design as an intern at a company, and my boss told me about a design that needed to be revised so that it could be printed into a huge poster, basically. And, okay, so I worked on finalizing the design for days, and then it came time to get the poster printed. Well, on the day that it needed to be printed, my boss was away on a business trip, and he was unable to use his phone for at least half the day, and he was the only one who knew how to get the printer to work, because the poster had to be printed on this specific printer because it was so big. And I was pretty stressed out because I'd never used a large-scale printer before, and I had no idea how to operate it or load the paper, and when I asked around at work, nobody else knew how to load it or do anything with it either. They were asking me how to use it, and I'd never seen a printer like that before, so that was a pretty confusing mess to begin with. And then I tried to contact my boss, but he told me that he had a big business meeting the next day with the posters, so it had to be printed that day no matter what. Well, I had to pull everyone together so that we could figure out how to load the printer, and when that didn't work, we had to figure out how to get the poster printed somewhere else because there was just no way to get the printer loaded with the paper because we were out of paper, and all kinds of just a mess, like disaster everywhere. So after hours and hours of struggling with solutions that didn't work, we were all able to get the poster printed by the end of the day. That was one of the biggest challenges I had ever faced professionally because it forced me out of my comfort zone a lot, not only with technology that I was unfamiliar with, but also with pulling a team of people together and leading them to complete a task, which is something I had never done before. So that was definitely one of my biggest challenges.